Mally, Phoenix, have you guys ever heard of the video game called Splitgate?
I have.
No.
What? Phoenix, get out of here. Anyway, okay, well, Mally remembers this because this was in the news all last month. But I'm gonna just have the trailer in the background on mute and we can watch that as I give you guys basically the TLDR. So if you guys remember, the one of the devs came on, like the lead dev, basically came on a stage and was all like, "Make FPS games great again," and he even had this hat, which I'm gonna actually pull up here. They are right here instead. Do you guys remember this? I'll just let that play out.
Yeah.
Same Call of Duty every year.
Yeah, he's a pussy because he apologized.
Precise.
Huge pussy.
So what happened?
God damn it.
Was that he went on a little rampage, right? So he was like, "I'm not here to apologize, but I am here to clarify. This is not a political statement. It's quite literally what it says, so take it at face value. The state of multiplayer FPS games is tragically stale. We hope to fix that whether you want arena, battle royale, onslaught, or map creator." Now again, just a little reminder of who Ian is. This is Ian. This is his CEO, co-founder of 1047 Games, so behind Splitgate. But then he goes on and starts saying sorry by June 10th. So mind you, when he made that post on June 6th, so literally in the span of 4 days, he went for never surrender, never back down to I'm sorry, like a little shithead. Right?
Gay, never apologize. That's what they want from you. And then now both sides hate you. Good job.
Yeah, so like if you were going to do this marketing tactic, you should have gone it through all the way, head first, right? You decided this, you knew that this was going to cause some sort of ruckus, right? But you went with it anyway. And so you either had two choices. One, don't back down, keep saying, "Hey, this is not political, it's straight up, I want to make video games great again," first-person shooter games great again, or you put your tail between your legs and you run around and you lose your audience, right? So that's what he did. It's a 2-minute video basically saying, "I'm sorry." But then it gets worse because a couple of days later, 1047 Games lays off some of their employees, right? So remember that. They did a layoff. Shout out Jose Ramirez, right? But then it gets even worse because in the last 24 hours, they put out this giant essay. And I'm going to read this through because it is worth listening to. So it says, "To the Splitgate community, we believe in Splitgate too. This means everything to us. It's been our life for almost 10 years, starting in our dorm room, and we're more committed than ever to delivering the incredible experience you deserve. We've heard your feedback and we agree with you. We launched too early. We had ambitious goals with Splitgate 2, and in our excitement to share it with you, we bit off more than we could chew. We rushed certain features, made some boneheaded mistakes, and most importantly, we didn't give you the polished portal-filled mayhem you fell in love with." So here's where it gets super spicy. So we're going back to beta. We'll be heads down until early next year, which I'm assuming literally what Phoenix is doing. They're going head down. I'm assuming it's going back into development until next year. Rebuilding major parts of the game to capture the spirit of what made Splitgate special. That means reworking progression from the ground up, adding more portals, blah, 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 blah. But then it goes here. Now more than ever, we need your help. We're returning not just to our roots in what we build, but in how we build it with you. That means more playtests, more surveys, more listening, and truly being community first. Our goal is to combine the DNA of the first game with the second, with the best improvements from the second. Now that sounds good to me, right? You're listening to the community, the feedback, more involvement with the community, actually, making the game what the audience wants. That sounds good to me, but there's still more to this. Because it goes back here, all the way down. It says, "In effort to retain as many team members as possible, we're also going to be shutting down OG Splitgate servers in a month. While we'd love to keep servers online indefinitely, it costs us hundreds of thousands of dollars over the past couple of years, and we have to prioritize our team." Which, by the way, they are now letting go more people. Right? They say, I skipped this paragraph, but I want to emphasize they are literally letting go more people. So not only last month did they have a layoff, they're having another layoff, from what I understand. And Kay concurs with me that this sounds like another round of layoffs.
Yeah, that's how I read it too, sneaking it in a huge paragraph and softening it. but
It's a lot of word salad, but it's just all this bullshit to basically be doing more layoffs. You're putting the game back in beta. You got your whole PR stunt done wrong with the whole FPS hat. So to me, this just sounds like another L, with the exception of they're actually listening to the feedback of the community with luck. So yeah, thoughts on that, Kay?
I don't know. I feel like a lot of the response is probably going to be, okay, we've been waiting for a long time for this game to be good. Like, why couldn't this have been solved earlier? Now we're going to go back to beta and like make sure that the game is what you guys want. But how long have you been working on this game? How long have you had feedback, people playing it? It's not like this game just literally dropped today and they're like, oh, people had a huge outrage on it because the internet moves fast. Like, this has been going on for a while. I think the big problem with this game is that there's not really, like, you know, and nowadays with games, you have these like feedback loops, right? Like, there's an incentive to play. There's a lot of reasons you know, gain experience, you get to buy new stuff, whatever. There's not really an incentive to stick with this game. Like, the gameplay is good from what I understand. I mean, it's, you know, it's Portal meets your favorite shooter pretty much, which is an awesome concept. But really, it's the fact that that's all it is at the end of the day. The gameplay is fine. There's no real understanding of the characters, the backstory, and then progression. That was the word I was looking for earlier. The progression isn't really there. There's not really an incentive to stick with it. So let's hope that they fix those things. But I think that they're going to have a community that's fed up and doesn't really feel like sticking around with it because, again, internet moves fast. You can find another game tomorrow. And once you drop a game, that's kind of it.
Yeah. So I wish them luck. But I don't know how well this is going to go. Since you're already losing more people. Like, how many are left, right, at this point? Because we don't know the exact numbers of how many were laid off. At least I wasn't able to see it. Perhaps I missed it, but good luck to them. Mally, any thoughts on this?
No, I feel like that it is kind of like how you guys said, they covered it up. They wanted to make it sound like it was better than it was. They used a lot of fluff to deliver their message. They all do this when they're squandering and floundering, and it's kind of just sad to see that companies aren't more willing to just admit when something isn't working and try to start over and make something better. Instead, they're willing to drag the fans through waiting until another year, and then maybe we'll come back to the second. Like you said, though, when you drop games, you don't come back. So it's a real stretch assumption of them to ask the fans to do this and hope they'll be there next year. I don't think it's going to work.
Yeah.
I think they're just on a final chance. Like, how many times do people have to beg you for certain things before you're just like, okay, I'm done, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that's the biggest thing with it. So who knows? If they fix everything that people have concerns about and that's it, and they come back and they're good, they might succeed still. Like I said, there's a lot of potential with this game.
Yep.
Portal meets your favorite shooter. Halo is usually a comparison. I see kind of Quake and, or, you know, all these kinds of things. So, I mean, maybe Unreal Tournament a bit. But
all right.
Got another video for you right here. Go to watch it. It's a good one.